Hello viewers, welcome to the Sunday Guardian monologue by Joyeeta Basu. I am going to delve into an interesting topic which is kind of roiling the political waters in the US. It's the Jeffrey Epstein case. As you must be knowing, Epstein was an American financier and a convicted sex offender. I mean, he was accused and found to be guilty of using underage girls as young as 14 to service his clients in his, plush, wealthy Palm Beach mansion in Florida. So, you see, he was convicted of primarily sex trafficking, and he committed suicide. Apparently he committed suicide sometime in 2019, apparently, because there are that there is a conspiracy theory that he was actually murdered by some of his wealthy clients because he was trying to blackmail them. Now what is happening is that Donald Trump is suddenly in focus because he has started talking in terms of the Epstein files, in which Epstein apparently had a list of the wealthy clients that his girls were entertaining and who were flying to his Palm Beach mansion. Apparently he has a list of them, and there are lots of names over there. Now before Donald Trump came into power, the Republicans had made disclosing the names of these wealthy perverts to the Americans, and that was one of his main planks. And what happens is that, which is not known to many people, Trump's MAGA base, which is Make America Great Again, now that base is very conservative Christian, and they believe in family values and all. So for them, the revealing these sex offenders is of immense importance. And as it happened, Pam Bondi, the Attorney General of the latest of the Trump administration, she said that the Epstein files with all the names, they are sitting on my desk. I am just waiting for the president to give his assent for the release of it. So everybody was very excited about it. But suddenly, as it happened, sometime I think 4th of July, in fact, earlier this month on American Independence Day, quietly the administration dropped a memo saying that that there is no Epstein file, and that Epstein committed suicide. They even released a video. Some are calling it a doctored video, but the bottom line is that there is no Epstein file. Now this created a huge uproar in Trump's base, and you see what in the meanwhile what Elon Musk had done when he was having this major fallout with Trump. He had mentioned that Trump was on the Epstein list, and so the minute this thing came out that there is no Epstein list, there was a huge row over it. So the issue started getting so big that Donald Trump, he came out and said that Epstein file is a hoax. The Epstein files are a hoax. It has been created by created by the opposition to pin me down. I mean, forget about featuring on the Epstein list. He was not even a friend, although sometime back, I think 2002 or something, Trump had called Epstein a friend. And so what happened was that this was starting to roil the MAGA base so badly, because this is an issue that they feel very strongly about, that there was an uproar, and they started, Trump made a post on Truth Social, and there was immensely these MAGA people, these MAGA voters were going and writing over them, saying things like, "We are so disappointed with you, and Mr. President, you are going against Christian values. You have broken our heart." There was sheer anger, fury, heartbreak. I mean, it was a total meltdown on his Truth Social post, and people were crying, and they were so upset about it, and thousands of people were responding. In fact, the situation has become so bad that one of the MAGA ideologues and someone who has a huge influence on the MAGA base, Steve Bannon, who is also pretty close to Trump, he has gone on to say that not releasing the Epstein files may result in as many as 40 seats being lost to the Republicans in the midterm. Don't forget that the Republicans control the House of Representatives, I mean the US Congress they control completely. And out of it, if they lose 40 seats, then there are chances that Trump may become a lame duck president because he will lose the majority in the House and the Senate, which is not at all desirable. And this is not just Steve Bannon saying, even there is a very famous MAGA pollster whose numbers are kind of considered to be genuine by the MAGA base and all. Even he is saying that, you see, Trump shouldn't have done that, you know. He shouldn't have called it a hoax. He should have just said, yes, the files existed, because after all, his Attorney General has already talked about the files existing, because it is going to have a huge impact on the MAGA base during the midterms, because the majority of them may decide to sit out because they do not like what Trump is doing. Fine. What would a sensible politician do? The sensible politician would like to talk to his base and try to ruffle, try to calm people down and tell them that don't worry, something is happening. He has to handle his people. But Trump, being Trump, guess what he does? One of his latest posts, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, he came out saying, you know, this is not only a hoax, just like the Russia files and all, it's a hoax. And if you do not want me to support, because you have not seen the Epstein files, so do not support me. I don't need your support. He said this to his MAGA base. Now tell me, which political leader in his or her right senses will ever tell the voter, I don't need your support? Have you ever heard of any political leader say something like that? But then Mr. Trump is Trump. So he said that, and guess what has started happening? The MAGA voters, they are and the influencers, there are, you know, in droves, they are signing up as independent. They cannot be Democrat, of course, but they don't want to support Trump as well. So if this continues, Trump is in major trouble in the midterms next year, around a year away. So what he is now frankly desperate, he must have realized that he made a major faux pas by telling his supporters that I don't need your support. So now he has told the Justice Department, I mean that is what the White House press secretary said, that unseal some of the court documents. Okay, it's a different matter that Trump is in no position to tell the Justice Department to unseal the court documents. It's only the court that can do it. But basically he is trying to say now, the whole Epstein files are a hoax. Forget about he being there in them. The Epstein files do not even exist. So in a way, if you look at it, this is could be a turning point in American politics. But for that, I think presidents, even the American president, needs to realize that however powerful he may think he is, but anyone, any leader, even the US president, as I mentioned, is as powerful as the voters want him to be. And that is a lesson I think Mr. Trump is learning through this crisis he is going through right now. Thank you for watching.